Okay, guys, so in this lecture, I want to debunk some myths about the music industry. Let's get it straight. You don't need to be a household name to have a great income in music or to be a full-time musician and just make a great living with music. The media puts this big facade out there to us. I'm just watching the VMAs, and we only see this one side of the music industry, but we don't see this other side where there's tons of touring independent artists, songwriters, musicians, gig players, session musicians making a great living with their music, touring, traveling, doing it themselves, not even signed to a label. A lot of you have not even heard of me, but yet I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year with my music. I am not a household name. I'll never forget my friend. He's in a pretty big hardcore rock band, and he was at my condo when I was living in Orange County, California, and he was just like looking around and stuff, and we're just chatting, and he kind of just said something that I don't even think he realized. He was kind of being rude, actually. He's like, "You're not even like a household name, and like you're doing this, like you're doing really good." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, dude. I'm doing really good." And I'm like, "Not a household name. You can do this too." Because he had a huge Instagram following. He had a huge Twitter following, and just really pretty big on social media. But guess what? He's not monetizing it. He's not making any money selling his music, monetizing his channel, and he's just forced to still live at home and not do things on a pro level. And you need to be able to monetize your social media and your fan base and actually make money with your music. But if you don't know how to do that, then you just have these big Instagram follower numbers or whatever popular social media comes out, Periscope. But if you're not monetizing that and making money off your streams or touring or traveling, then what's the point? So the big first myth I want to debunk here is you don't have to be a household name. You can do this independently. It just doesn't happen overnight. You got to be willing to put the sweat in, the tears in, and have thick skin, because you know what? I got made fun of a lot. I was told my songs weren't good enough, and I had to step up. I had to start writing better songs, working with better producers, get my show better. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to put in the work? If you are, keep going through this course and take action, because you know what? It's not about the most talented people. It's those that take action and put in the work, aren't jerks and go and network with people. Because a lot of people in the music industry, when you get down to it, they just want to help other artists out. But there's a lot of walls up with a lot of people that can pull strings for you and stuff, because there's always these bands that think they're hot shots and whatnot, and aren't willing to build the relationship first. You got to build the relationship first, and people need to realize that you're not a jerk, you're not an a-hole, and that you want to help and just get your music out there, and you're passionate, and you're in it for the long term, for the long haul. Because when you start thinking longer than just 6 months ahead of you, a year ahead of you, you start thinking 3, 5, 7, 10 years ahead of you, then you'll start to understand what it takes to become a full-time musician and making a great income. You set your goals, man. You set your goals and say, look, I realize this is going to be a process. I'm going to get this done this week. I'm going to get this done next month. By the end of this year, I'm going to have this, and this accomplished. When you're not expecting the overnight success, you start to realize, like, oh, I just got to put in the work. I got to be patient. I just got to keep chipping away at it. It didn't happen overnight for me. I quit my job way too soon than I should have. But I just kept on working at it. And yes, it's frustrating sometimes. People not liking your music. People, the door is closing in your face. You're not getting booked for the show, and they book somebody else for it, or you don't get on the tour or the festival. It's frustrating, They don't pick your song for the TV film placement. They pick someone else's song. But you know what? That's okay. Just keep working at it. There's this other rapper that was like way bigger than me for a long time in my genre, and he's not doing it anymore. He was way bigger than me, and he didn't stick in the game. He quit. And that's the problem, is a lot of artists, before their time really comes, they quit. And a lot of it is because they don't know the stuff that I'm teaching in this course, where you're in control of your TuneCore or CD Baby account, monetizing your channel, got your own Sound Exchange account set up. You're the one who orders the merch, and just have a handle on your business. So you know what? If there isn't a manager, or if there isn't a label, you know what to do. You know how to keep making money and making a great living with your income. And that's why I'm still here. That's the only reason I'm still here. And now that I don't have a label in the way taking 80% of the income, I'm going to crush it. And you can crush it too. You just got to keep going and keep working at it. keep investing in the songs, keep investing in yourself, like taking this course, learning. I encourage you, ask me questions in this course, in the discussion. Ask questions. If there's something even not in this course, put it in the discussion. And I want to see you guys win. I'm so stoked you're here. Let's keep going into some more of these lessons.